Welcome to another day in paradise. This is the second episode. Once again, back in the car while driving. Not a whole lot of very interesting things have happened over the last 24 hours, mostly just developments of things that have happened previously. The most obvious being the juxtaposition between Zelensky's visit to the White House and his visit to the British Prime Minister and King. Shocker there, he was treated relatively well. The fact that an actual monarch, a king, is more level-headed with diplomacy than the President of the United States goes to show that the American empire is officially dead. Once again, we are simply riding its puppeted corpse. We can pretend as much as we like, but it's not going to change reality that we are tarnished on the international stage and will probably never recover that position. The other major updates of the last few days is kind of just more drama with Elon Musk. He continues to just be the biggest clown on earth. So he goes on the Joe Rogan podcast again. And if you've been following the drama there, you would know that even Joe Rogan's pretty consistent fans are getting very, very tired of all of the deeply, deeply strange fellatio that Joe Rogan insists on giving digitally online to Elon Musk. He's talked about it in like every single episode with the exception of like 2 in the last 20 episodes. The number was like a ridiculously high amount. Every time that he mentions Musk, it's like in this weird, reverent way, like treating him like he's some sort of god. Oh, Joe Rogan and his idiot monkey brain can't comprehend the genius 200 IQ of Rocket Man who's going to take us to Mars. Like, it sounds like some shit that you would have in a conversation with a 5-year-old. Like, it's nonsense. This is stupid. And so Musk is back on again, and this time even Joe is like struggling to like hold a conversation where like at one point there's this really profoundly awkward clip where Musk insists on bragging about how his AI chatbot has all these new swears now, and he's playing these swears through his phone on the chatbot and giggling and acting like a literal middle schooler while Joe sits there with like this like facial expression. He's like looking at the camera crew. He's like looking at Jamie, trying to get him to find something to pull up Jamie for him to occupy the time. How does anybody watch these people? Like, not only are they reprehensible politically, they're just so not interesting as like, they're not engaging people. They're idiots. They've got nothing to say. Like, Elon Musk is going to come on the Joe Rogan podcast. The shadow president and most richest man on earth is going to go on the #1 podcast on earth and talk about his AI chatbot learning how to swear. And that's pretty much the only bit of news that came from that episode, with the exception of also apparently it's being reported that Elon is saddened by how much hate he gets online. Okay, buddy, well, how about you stop fucking meddling in politics? How about you take your stupid rich ass back to South Africa, back to the country that you were from, not the country that you came to illegally. Yes, do not let anybody forget to remind you that Elon Musk came to the United States as an illegal immigrant. So for all of their fucking nonsense horseshit about illegal aliens this, immigrants this, he wasn't illegal. They don't care. They only care about power. And their power happens to take the form of acting like a 7-year-old on a fucking podcast. Hilarious to watch, pathetic to watch. We'll continue to see how it develops, but it is... We are truly living in a society